Hey, what's happening, Pixels? Uh, where you been at, Pixels? You been incognito, my guy. Even Bot was here yesterday. That is streaming. Yes, they are. They are only. They are real. They are very real. Hey, we trying to be chilling here. I wish I could have some background music. Thank you, self care. I appreciate it. I mean, the winter arc shouldn't be over yet. I mean, you can keep it up and keep going. You know what I'm saying? Green screen, green screen. Look, look. That ain't no green screen. Welcome, welcome. They are not airsoft. No, not at all. I have videos of me shooting every single one of those. Um, there's not a Glock 17 up there, but yeah, I have one. I got a Glock 17 and a Glock 19. They're not up there. I need more spaces. I want to get another space on the bottom and like right in here in the middle so I can put two pistols right here where my fingers are and then a rifle below those pistols. That is a Scar Heavy. Yes, a Scar 17. That middle one is a Scar 17. Yeah, I know, big game. I mean, I've I've been deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq. I mean, not if I don't have to. No one should like fighting or killing. No one should like that. You know. But that's a different thing. No, 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 no. This is Army. I'm Army up in here. No Semper Fi. So that's only because I swapped out the butt stock. I've never actually done airsoft. I've always thought it'd be cool to fun around and play the tactics. Oh, okay. Argentina police. That's pretty cool. Oh, the link. Very nice. What do y'all carry as police in Argentina? What's y'all's duty pistols or rifles? Fake AI wall. That is real as it can get. That is an expensive little wall right there. Not the wall itself, but what's on it is extremely expensive. Oh, why thank you. They're really blue. I do not have Berettas because I used to shoot the old military Beretta while they had it, and I hated it. So that kind of killed me on getting Berettas. What's up there is a Staccato P and a Staccato C2. Bats. I mean, with no magazines, yeah, they're pretty much bats. That's terrible. Say that's that's that sounds terrible saying that. You can't touch them on lives. What is my favorite car? You know what would be a cool car to have? A little a little Honda K truck that was all tacticaled out. That'd be a cool car to have. I'd want to build one day, but I'm poor like that because I do stuff like this, so I'm poor. I need me another light over there. Light up that wall better. What were you talking about? The pickle? Therian? What are you talking about over there, my guy? I got 2 pistols up there. I got 2 pistols. So, I'm working on a video comparing the Glock 19. So here's how I feel about the Glock 19. It is, as from the box, it is your C average gun. Okay? It is your C average. Yes, it can be a lot better if you pump some money into it, but it's a C average gun. It is your entry level. It's your C's got degrees guy. Now, however, you put some money into your Glock and it will shoot just as good as a $2,000 gun, if not better. You going to bed?
Yep.
Love you.
Love you too.
Quit trying to get on the stream. Get out of here. Quit trying to be.
Wait, let me try you tight.
You're just trying to get in here for clout. You don't even have a YouTube page. Get out of here, you clout chaser.
What's a cloud chaser?
You. Now go to bed. Love you. Good night. Go.
Wait, what? What's this?
Wait.
Did you make one?
No. Go. Go to
Why
bed.
do you have that?
Well, I don't know. You put it here.
No, I didn't.
Go to bed. Thank you. Bye.
Do I get the dog?
I'll think about it. Go.
Night, Donnie. Wait, can I hear this goes?
What? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like that. I have a custom built Glock 19. It's a great shooting gun. The best gun for a beginner is going to be. It's a real simple question. You go to a gun store. You pick up a whole bunch of guns. You put them in your hands. You see what gun you can operate, manipulate, and feels the best in your hand. Even if you have a whole bunch of gun places, rent guns. So you rent a whole bunch of 9mm or 38 or 380, and you figure out what fits your hand, what you can shoot, and then that is the best gun for you, for a beginner. That's the best gun for a beginner. Those would be some cool BB guns to have, though. I mean, those are pretty cool BB guns if you had them as BB guns. Thank you, Martin. I'm trying to get some more. These are just the 2 on the showcase today, or the 4 on the showcase today. So I 10 out of 10 recommend a Radiant Ramjet on the Glock 19. I prefer flat face triggers, but I've heard real good things about the Glock performance trigger, so that's a cheap upgrade. And a nice red dot. That's all you need. You don't need much. A trigger that's got some pull you like, a Radium Ramjet or porting. The new Ruger. I haven't looked up the new Ruger, but I'm at my computer right now. I know. How many likes does this stream got so far? We got some good likes on the stream. 7. We got 30 people in here, man. If y'all like what you see, drop a like on the screen, man. Double click it if you're on your phones. Oh, what's up, beautiful wife? Ruger. What'd you say? That was the I lost it. The R. That is the Vortex Gen 3 HD 1x10. Hello from VA Beach. Got cookie. Where'd that Ruger comment go? I mean, the RXM. Thank you. Hey, what up? One of my moderators is from Canada. Massachusetts? Nice. I'm looking at the RXM right now. I like the trigger already. I'm a big fan. I like how it has a raised sight, so when you can put an optic. That's not a bad looking handgun. The RXM does not look bad. As long for five, and for the price, it's fairly cheap. That's a nice pistola. What up, Justin? Y'all might not know this if you're from Ben's channel. That's a good deal. 400. I mean, honestly, you can't beat that price for what it looks like it is. Comes with 2 PMags. That's a good looking $400 gun. I 10 out of 10 agree with that. That's a good purchase. That looks like a great carry. Great carry. That's a good buy. But Ben was actually thinking about quitting doing YouTube, and I talked him into keep going.
Oh, yeah.
A good carry. So my wife carries a Glock 43.
Yeah, I think we were reading about it bad.
Okay. But I would recommend, again, I like the slimline SIGs. Probably anything sibline, but I would probably go more toward the XL macro that's compensated from SIG because it won't get the snap. Hey, what up, Ben? Everybody got some O-lights. You just got to buy O-lights. So, Matt, I have one, but I can't show it on stream. I can't really switch out guns. What is the best gun? The best gun, yeah, you definitely, yeah, that's true. The SIGs, you got to take care of. You got to maintain them. I am. I've served in the Army for like the Army National Guard for 16 years. Not that I know of. Never done it if I've known of. Yeah, the best gun.
How are you done?
Huh?
How are you done?
Shot people,
Oh.
as far as I know of. The best gun is the one that you've trained with, the one you can use the best, and the one that you believe you can protect yourself with.
Yeah.
That is the best gun. That's why I always tell people, like, what should I get for my first gun? Go rent the guns at a gun range. They let you rent them.
I shoot best with mine.
See, that's why I agree. I need to get a second one, a second rail right here, and then a bottom rail. I need more rails. I am in America. So the only issue that I have with Glock clones are none, because they're pretty much the same. Yes, all those are legal. I do not have an AK-47 yet. I'm real upset about it. I'm from Oklahoma. Yeah.
The way you're answering these questions are like
it's because I'm trying to read them at the same time, and we're talking about stuff.
It's just funny. It's like the whole paragraph. You're just answering everything at the same time.
The favorite gun I own is my Scar 17. That's my number one. That is my number one gun, in my opinion. Hell yeah. Oklahoma's nice, but it sucks because the weather is like a pancake. It's flip-floppity.
And it's just shitty.
2 weeks ago we were at 0 degrees, and this week we're in the 70s.
People also suck here.
All right, M-Way. Tuku. But, hey, listen, I like Canics. I got a Terran Tactical in my safe, the Terran Tactical version. I also work in Oklahoma, that city. So my weapons are up here for the stream to show them off, and then I put them up, other than the one I got on my bedside.
Not mine.
I mean, it depends on your area. Any state you live in depends on the area for the crime rate to be bad or not. And yes, I do have extended mags and drum mags for my Glocks because it's fun. I can shame people in Oklahoma. I'm there. I know what it's about.
Uh-huh.
I do not have a SOCOM 16. It'd be pretty cool, but do not have one.
Go lay down, Bubba. Go.
Yeah. Like it, and I mean, we got our bad areas, but for the most part, yeah, I got a pet. I got a old ass pit bull, big old fatty. He's getting old. They shoot really, really fast Nerf bullets too. Some of them at like 2,000 feet per second. I know several people named Dustin. So
I have a cousin named Dustin.
I don't.
Actually, I got 2 cousins named Dustin. How funny.
Oh, I'm losing some questions.
Uh-oh.
It's going too fast.
Do you have a pet?
I mean,
The name of the dog is Adonis.
Oh, is that what was asked? Yeah, my dog's name is Adonis. He's 12 years old.
He's a big old guy.
My favorite. Well, I've only done one collab with another Or I've done 2. For my favorite person I've done like gun stuff with, it has to be a Bullseye Ben. For just hanging out on the couch, it's been a Mandrino Motorsports.
Oh my gosh.
No, they can't really shoot Nerf bullets. That is a joke. They do not do that. So the bottom 2 are 9 mils. Yeah, big. You're right. Bigger 308 Nerf bullets. I have 145. I'll probably put those 2 up on the next one. I'll have my little FNs up there. I mean, I believe there could be one. I can't guarantee. I don't know the guy personally. You know. 9 mil is a great round. I personally carry, I carry,
My dog
I know, it's just going along with the joke. I try to.
Baloney? How that's funny how it's spelled. Do you believe in God?
An SR16? What do you mean by an SR16? I do have an FNX 45. Let me go to Bruce. Bruce, 9 mils. You just got to find the right 9 mil round. I use Liberty Civil Defense. They shoot out at a 5-inch pistol at like a 2,000 feet per second is what they say. I don't know. Ben, I told you, you bring that 45 super bullshit to your channel.
Bruce sounds like he might be older than 50. Who's that like older?
You're right. I can do that. I do have a 300 blackout. It's not up there. It was up there yesterday on the last stream. The curtains like that because I'm looking out the blinds. Yeah, Liberty Civil Defense is really nice. SR16. No, I can't afford Knight's Armament. That is a LWRC though up there. I mean, that's someone's crushing on me.
That's a good one. Answer that question.
The wife is gonna.
If you could go back to your early 20s, give yourself advice.
Buy Bitcoin. Jump into Bitcoin. That's what I would do. I do have an FN 509 Tactical. I can probably swap. I'll have it up there with the FNX next time I stream. I do like it. They need the Apex trigger though. If you're gonna have a FN 509 Tactical, Apex trigger all day, every day. But yeah, Liberty Civil Defense is my carry ammo. What's up, Cooper? I don't have any bullpups because I'm not a fan of their design because I shoot left-handed, so it's not really ergonomic for me. It's really not ergonomic.
You should flip that box over there. I know they can't see it, but you should still flip
this one?
Yeah. Been sitting there the whole time.
My wife does like guns. I think I'd rather be able to see 10 minutes into the future because I don't think I'll be around for 300 years. Yeah, there's a lot of plus P ammo. I'm also right-handed but shoot lefty. It's just it sucks. I mean, if you like what you see, Coop, I would say you should sub. You're not wrong,
Are you
JB.
getting ready for war?
No, this is just my hobby. I like going to shoot. It's like, you know,
She likes that albino.
she got that last night. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are stupid. My dad bought me a pink 410, but I do not hunt.
Hey, 410s are great shotguns. They'll definitely protect you.
Yeah, keep them wild animals away.
I have a buddy who's really, my buddy's 6'3", like 300 pounds. He loves his Hellcat Pro, and I'm not a big fan of how it feels in the hand. But, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, it don't shoot like that, but, you know, she did get it.
What did she get last night?
Well, if I have to explain it to you, you don't need to know.
He's too young for you, bro.
I've heard, man, I want to go to Egypt one day. That'd be a pretty cool place to visit.
I do too.
See the pyramids,
That's in the
eat the
bucket.
food just because I'm fat. I love food.
It's in the bucket.
Oh, that's awesome, Cooper. I don't have anywhere near that many. My favorite AR is my Scar 17. See, so you were in the Guard when they actually sent you to do cool stuff. I've never done anything cool. A Toka? I've driven by or through a Toka a couple times. What up, Bruno? Well, listen. I'm the albino, and I gave her my gun. You get what I'm saying? That's the joke.
Your face.
I know. I mean, the Scar 17 is a cool gun. So I shot
His
a.
albino belt. Oh my god.
I shot my Scar 17 in a USPSA practical rifle match.
Gave her the
I would say it's more like a .17, you know what I mean? But as a smaller caliber.
That's not weird.
I do need an RPG, but I don't know where to get one.
The recoil of a Scar is not fun.
It's not bad. It's
No,
not
I
bad,
fucking
honestly.
hate it.
But
This channel is that Mike? Or
I don't know.
That's funny.
If it was, he better be subscribed.
That's so funny. Micro gang.
But yeah, like
My
man, we're
mother's
getting
father was albino.
the PTR. Let me see. Let me look up. I'm probably not, but I want to build a S or an ARP this year. That's all I'm doing.
How long did it take you to get your suppressors?
Ooh, did someone ask?
Yeah, Sophie.
So, Sophia, one of them took a year. Another
That was a
one
while.
took 8 months. Another one took 6 months. And then I had my 22 suppressor back in like 4 months. I've heard some people getting them back next day. Those are all real. They are all real. So,
Yeah, they getting approved in less than 2 weeks right now.
what's going on, Eric? Yeah, I'm going to build an ARP, an 11.8 barrel length ARP. I got a 300 blackout with like an 8-inch barrel, but I got to work on tuning it. You can't see it because of how it's laid out, but I need to get better lighting in here. But that has a green laser beam on it. Yeah, so they're coming in quick. They're coming in quicker. Hey, JB, man, you can't be spreading all my secrets. You know, you got to leave some people waiting. I like to sneak up behind my wife all the time while I'm appendix carrying and put something hard up against her. And she'll be like, ooh, got something hard for me, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's a gun. And she laughs every time.
I can feel the gun.
Yeah, I mean...
I can't.
I mean, M&P makes good stuff. I think M&P makes good entry-level rifles. Well, if you can't appendix carry, if you... What, is it because you're a big dude? Then you just switch over to your side. I mean, that's what I do. Or I like to use the 945 bag to carry. Oh, you can... It's the placement. It's the location. You don't actually carry inside of it, you chumbawamba. All right, someone said that? Xavier, go ahead and ask your question. I couldn't carry a gun behind me. That would hurt to sit. The comfortability of that, like have one right there in the butt crack, and then it would smell funny.
Yeah.
If you farted on it, then you touch your eye and you get pink eye.
I carry a gun in my prison wallet. That's disgusting.
I carry
pocket pussy.
Liberty Civil Defense for my self-defense round. Well, the Seiko TRG M10. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, that don't look like a bad rifle. That's a good looking bolt action. I'd like it in 338 Lapua one day. All right, Eric. If you're talking about Mikey, if you're talking about like an AR-15, yeah, that's a AR-15 up there. I mean, Zeke, that's kind of not a wrong emoji looking of me at all. Not at all.
How funny.
So I cannot touch them on stream. So no, Aaron, I cannot clear them for you.
So I feel more safe.
Oh, did you ultra? How do you like that? How do you like it shoots? The bottom two are staccatos, yes. I'm not getting another 308. I think that does enough. It's cool enough. Yes, I've done 12 years or 16 years in the guard.
Say, wow.
I'm trying to see, I don't like the Scar Ugg boot either. You got to replace it. You're not going to say, excuse me, Forenzo?
Jeez.
I would say you get a PCC if you want to, instead of the 22, get a 9mm version for an AR-15. There you go, Forenzo. That's polite. Not a problem, Matt. Where is the... I don't own an AK yet. I was looking at one, but they're like $2,000. And I'm not... they're not in the budget as it sits this year. I say you can't carry the 50 AE. Yeah, 300 Blackout's a good caliber. It's great for suppression. It's just... you got to make sure you get it tuned up right so it cycles if you want to suppress it. Yeah, the one I was looking at was like a M70 by ZPAT. And it was like $2,000. Actually, it was on sale. It was like $1,500. But it's still not in the budget. I got plans, budget, blah, 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 blah. But you're not wrong, you know. 22 just for plinking is one of the best. Sophie. Or Sophia, however you... I'm going to say Sophia. All right, Jay just got the Glock 21 with a purple beam. Yeah, so it is Sophie then.
Sophie, yeah.
A PDP Pro. Well, I mean, I've heard good things from those. All right. Ben, get Satan. I do shoot 223 in mine. How do I, is it you saying you call me an albino Obama? Is that what I just got called? I used to have some Springfield XDMs and I sold mine. I mean, that'd be cool if I had a tank. I don't know who David Lee is. I've been said I look like the dude from the bad guy from Luke Cage, and I was like, I don't know if that's offensive or not.
David Lee, I'll Google it.
I agree. Every American should. I mean, I think everybody should have a gun. I do have Glocks, but they're not.
A basketball player?
Let me see. I don't think I look like him.
If that's who it is. Like, I don't think so.
Mr. Plod, that's a good way to enjoy your evening. No, I haven't had to deal with the ATF. I am registered with them, so. Oh, yeah, Black Lightning, yes.
Pizza and hot dogs is a weird combo.
In the tub.
I mean, do you in the tub, but pizza and hot dogs is weird. Like, are the hot dogs
Airbags
on the pizza?
cannot stop a 9mm. I mean, I could believe that.
Are you a vet?
I've served. I went overseas with the 45th Infantry Brigade in Oklahoma, and then with the 2120th.
See, Sophie agrees.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hey, if that's what you want to eat in the tub, it's weird.
In the tub, it's not letting that go.
Yeah, that's. I mean, outside the tub, that's fine, but in the tub, that's a little weird.
He's trying to get his self-care on. Okay.
I did not. I am an engineer, but I am not infantry.
I can't remember who the name was. You gotta look back at the.
Yeah,
comments.
not a problem. Not a problem. I'm glad I did
Who
it.
was eating in the back? So
Ben's a Navy
they
dude.
said they were naked.
Yeah, that's the downside to being an engineer. What up, LeBron? I am not an actual albino, so I can't say that back, my guy. So.
In the tub, I'm eating chocolate.
See, that's fine, because that's a place you can relax.
Eating chocolate, yeah.
You can eat chocolate in the tub.
And if you got kids, that's where you hide from them.
Yeah. Was in Iraq for 4 years, or was in for 4 years and went to Iraq? Because that sucks.
That's rough.
Those are all real. Hickam Air. Hey, that's pretty cool. I should have chose the Air Force.
He says that a lot. Say the N-word.
I can't say it.
Say the N-word.
I'm not that kind of albino. I don't get the pass.
No, he's white, guys. N-word.
Oh, that is... I only had to go to Iraq once. It wasn't too bad. My trip to Afghanistan was much worse.
Oh, because it was the first one.
Yeah, it was also a lot worse. My favorite rifle is my Scar 17. I mean, I could, but I shouldn't. Unless I'm singing in my car. Then it's fine.
George.
I went to Iraq in 2017, 2018. I'm not a big tourist fan. I am not a tourist fan.
4 years total. Damn, Matt.
That sounds terrible. So you went, did you go at the beginning in Iraq? Because that is rough.
Yeah.
See, I was in Afghanistan in 2011, 2012. See, you can't really hide chocolate. Kids can smell it out.
Oh, they can.
Ooh, man, to be there for that long, that means your friend was there, what, for the pop-off of Afghanistan? So I'm not a FFA person. I'm not a federal firearms person. So I'm just allowed to legally own guns and tax stamps.
We don't hide candy from our kids. Our kids sneak into the pantry in the middle of the night and steal it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Or in the box.
Yeah, there's no.
I don't know what year Afghanistan really started. I just know when I went. Let me look. Is that the new HK?
Me and Dog said, bro, your guns are so cool.
I appreciate it. Is that new HK that just dropped? The old school LMG. I mean, that's pretty sweet. G3 automatic, but better. It's pretty sweet. I mean, as long as you get a good quality Taurus and you like it.
The car?
That's what matters. No, the Taurus. I mean, I want a Taurus show at the car.
I was like...
All right, we'll see you back, Ben. So the top one is a 5.56. The one beneath it is a 308, and then 2 9mm. No, I bought that helmet myself because the one I've had is like the old school. I've had it since I went to Afghanistan, and it is terrible. It is the old MC or the ACH. This is a high cut Team Wendy. See, Korea, or the old school Korea, the Korean War was hardcore. Vietnam was hardcore in a different way than our stuff is.
You do not save your brass.
I do not save my brass because I don't have the stuff to reload. Chris Vectors are cool, but I've heard they've had issues. So it's one of those I gotta pick my priorities. Welcome back, Cloudy. Why did I go to war? Because the government said, "Hey, you're going."
Wild did you fight in the war, sir?
No, not really. I mean, not really. Couldn't say. I was never in like a legitimate firefight.
Welcome back, Cloudy.
I wish I had a 50 cal. I can't afford them. Barrett's are way too much. Yeah, welcome back, Cloudy. Oh, glad to do it. Glad to do it. See, I do like the hammered fired stuff. The FNX 45 is a great pistol. The Staccato's have been great. But I also like striker fired. My favorite is still one of the Glocks. Depending on which Barrett you get, yes. You can get a kit for a Barrett that's like 30K.
Eric.
Well, happy birthday. Hope you had a good day. I mean, I don't plan to go. I have made like $14 from YouTube.
Fucking baller, dude.
And that's from like stream donations. I have not made any money actually from like videos or anything like that. I haven't made it far enough.
He's getting it.
Mossberg Maverick. So I am a construction supervisor now in the military as my rank goes up because I'm an engineer. Listen, we could have a whole long debate about the conspiracy theory about that attempted Trump assassination and how, it went, but, it's one of those things. I'm not a big fan of the Glock 41.
What's your favorite war movie?
And truthfully, I like Fury. I'm a big fan of Fury. But Black Hawk Down probably has to be one of the number ones.
APM Auto says I'm new to posting content. Jeremiah's not.
I've been doing it for about a year.
Yeah, he's not like.
Well, he said he's new.
No,
I mean, you should though. Keep it up, man.
Yeah,
it takes
posting.
a minute. Let me see the MPK5 or the AK15. I would think if you're gonna get an AK, just get a real AK. But the AK15s aren't a bad platform. What's your opinion? If I'm right, the Glock 41. Let me make sure if I'm right. I'm not a big 45 person in general. You can definitely get a better Glock 18. That's the full auto Glock, isn't it? The one that is. All right, let me see. So, I have a Daniel Defense Delta Pro 5. That's one of my favorite bolt actions. So what did you do, APM? In Band of Brothers is good. Yeah, I got a. Well, no, I didn't shoot the M203, but I've shot the M320, which is the newer version.
Can you tell them what guns are in the
So the top one is a LWRCI A5, Scar 17, Staccato P, and the Staccato C2.
You Americans do love your guns.
We do. Ooh. I do have two FNs, if that's what you mean, Quentin. I like my FN, but my Glock is better because it's built out. In my state, I get background checks done pretty much same day. I had a FN57, the original one, and then I have a buddy who's 6'4" with massive hands, and he bought it from me because he was like, "How much would you sell it to a friend for?" And I told him the price, and they showed up uninvited the next day.
Your favorite gun on the wall?
I mean, you ever been to battle? My setups are better than every gun that I've actually shot in the military. My Scar 17 is my favorite on the wall. Let me see. I appreciate it, Chris. Why Glock? I just like building them. They're easy to maintain, build. In the store. What weapon is in the Syria? Small. I don't know what weapon they're using in Syria. Hey, nice. I got a revolver. So I plan to build a 3, ARP. Man, it's getting tough.
They're all fast.
I'm a big fan of FDE stuff too. No, my wife is my best friend.
Oh.
I'm not. I don't like binary triggers because I feel like you can't control it as good. No, once you learn how to take them apart, it's fairly easy. I mean, gun stores, as long as you don't have anything that brings it up. Well, Mike, it happens. I mean, I like these Belgian, guns because, I look Scandinavian. But guess what? I like Glocks too. I also like American made. I appreciate it. I appreciate my helmet's nothing fancy. It's just ear pro, and that's it. Oh, then you should be. I mean, depends on your state. Each state varies. Some I know make you wait 7 to 10 days, but ours is same day.
I am 10.
Oh, nice. Well, if I'm streaming, we can wish you a happy birthday on stream on April 10th.
Oh.
I do too. America's great.
15th, on April 15th, sorry.
Double tap, 1 pull, 2 shots. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather just be able to shoot myself better.
What type of engine?
Vertical. It means we build stuff. Oh yeah, see, yeah, Oklahoma's like 15 minutes. How many do I have? I think about 15. Well, like I said, if we're streaming, we'll shout you out, wish you a happy birthday on stream. I got actually 2 bolt actions. I got bolt action 22 and a bolt action 308. What'd you say?
It says, show me your pen. I don't know what that means.
Show me your pen. Where's it at?
I don't know, so I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't know where my pen is. My kids be stealing them. What up, 3 points? Oh, look at that, man. Big shout out to Mike dropping the dono. Appreciate you, my guy. What up, Dixon? Bolt actions are great, smooth. Listen, the big thing about a bolt action is you lube it properly and you get a great trigger in it. And that's all you need. I know, that's what I'm talking about. Mike's number 1. I appreciate you, Mike. Don't forget, I'm an electrician for a living. I can like that.
Yeah, you can.
Look at that.
I was going to wonder.
That is awesome. Mike's the man.
Best gun of all time.
I mean, there's no real best gun of all time.
Men like you keeping America going, brother.
I appreciate you stepping in, Cloudy, and having a... Oh, well, I'll pause this video.
Yeah.
I appreciate you stopping in, Cloudy. You have a good one. Best caliber. Listen, the best gun is whatever you have the most. Shit, I wish I knew Cletus. That'd be a cool dude to hang out with. I mean, my favorite calibers are 9mm and 308. It's really what you plan to do with it is what I would say to recommend. Like, that's all. I don't have any 10 mils unless you get... I want one. Louis, I don't have a bullpup. Not a fan of them. Yeah, the best gun is the one you're the best with. Yes, they are all real, Grayson. Oh, one of the guys, I went to a rifle match, and he brought an M1 Garand, and I was just catching videos of him every time it would hit the ejection, and he'd be like, ba-ding! Oh, it's such a great sound. Man, I wish I could say, but the most I've ever shot out to is about 500 yards. I have not shot a P90. I want one because it's a good, you know, collection gun. But what up, Garrison? I'll see you this weekend. Yes, I do have a Glock 19. It's not up on this wall today, but it'll probably be up the next time I stream. I'll rotate this setup out with another setup. So that way it's different every time. You know what I mean? Like, that way no one's seeing the same stuff over and over again. Well, my collection's real. Yes, I do watch Black Rambo. He gets access to some of the coolest shit and just looks like he goes and shoots in his backyard behind his house in a creek, which I think is hilarious. Well, I want to change up that setup, and I'm going to put one behind me. I mean, I believe they're most likely real because look how big the universe is. They have to be. I'm pretty sure my neighbors are into more illegal activities than I am, so I'm pretty sure they're good, especially the ones facing that way. Kentucky Ballistics? Yeah, I've seen a whole bunch of his stuff. Man, it was crazy that he almost died shooting those Sabo rounds. I mean, I smoke cigars, but I do not smoke anything else. So, right, I was a part of a task force with the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics. They even gave me a coin. It's pretty cool. And we're doing these raids on illegal grow farms. And my neighbors, one of their kids came over and like dipped out of town for the month. Packed his car up and dipped out of town while we were doing these. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I do have a revolver. I have a Smith & Wesson Governor. Love that thing. It is a great... Smith & Wesson makes great revolvers. Let's be honest here. No one can really argue that. They make great revolvers. Hey, I appreciate it. SR. Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. Are you? Taurus does make good. I wanted to get one of those Taurus. The big judge, the Defender, the Taurus Defender, with that. Well, I think it's like a 12-inch barrel. It's ridiculous. Oh, nice. Greece, Michigan, Arizona. See, I've had a. If I could afford one. All right, Surprise. I appreciate it, man. You have a good one. I don't have any SIGs yet, but one day. Yeah, of course I've seen Twister. I cannot pick them up, So I can't really change the camera setup. So I have been in for the Beretta contract, and I've shot the new SIG. So yeah, the M17 and the Marines got the M18. Ooh, I would not carry a 357. That's too much. Are you from Tulsa? Man, what part of Tulsa? I'm in Oklahoma City. Brandon, I wish I did. I wish I did. But I don't know where to find them here. I wish I could get an RPG too, but I can't. You know what I mean? Like, they're frowned upon. We will talk about that this weekend there, Garrison, Morgan. Because that is crazy. Is the full list getting dropped? Hey, Torch makes good stuff. I would say their best stuff is still going to be revolvers. I think I don't even remember the first handgun I shot. I have not built it yet. Right now, I've gotten everything I need. I found everything. Now, I do have the incognitos. That I do have. I do have, that serial number free stuff. But I don't have the super safeties. I do not own a 38. I like 9mm too much for that. Ooh. Ooh. We should pull that list up at Drill and just talk about and see how many celebrities are on it and what they do with it. Yeah, we can build them. Well, yeah, like polymer 80s and all those, you can build them. I have one of those, so it's no serial number. But now that the old light switch, the speed switch, that's one of those things. Listen, it's economical. 9mm is economical, so I can't complain about it. As long as you choose the right bullet, 9mm will do everything you need to do it effectively with the best recoil versus a bigger round. I mean, you can even switch to some 185 grain 9mm subsonics. Listen, I still need one. I still need one. I wish I hung out more with more illicit folks like I used to back in the day, but it's not worth getting caught up in that drama. So.
I go back there and it smells like fingernail polish again.
I can smell it muffing through the house now.
Yeah, and I asked her what happened. And I looked down. I'm like, were you playing with that?
No, if that is the Scar Heavy. If I was going into a place with grizzly bears, I would definitely carry a sidearm that could handle grizzly bears. You got to definitely pick the right place.
She told me she had it open because she wanted to smell it.
Did you take them from her?
No.
Did you make her close them?
I closed it, but I'm like, do you want to be high?
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like. See, and that's the issue, though. Like, man, once you start getting the people selling them, is always risky too, because if you're selling a switch, there's always a chance of getting caught, and I'm not getting caught up in that. Well, the only reason I want one. So that is well, those are like basically 2011s, but I can't pick them up. If I was around bears, I'd have 10mm. I wish I had enough that were more expensive to house. Yeah, like full auto is more for fun, in my opinion, than actual practical use. Unless you're a straight goblin and you're a straight goon, and you got to air out a street. What up, 303 hunting? And then on some gang shit, then yeah, man, you need that. You need to be able to spray. But for practicality, full auto is not manageable whatsoever unless you sit there and do that. And I can't afford ammo to do that to get good with it. I like the new Corvettes. New Corvettes look good. I'm a big fan of the Glock 19, but the issue with Glocks is they won't modernize fast enough to keep up with anybody else. So like every other company is making better guns. Well, so as it sits, you have to be 21 to own a handgun unless it's in your house. Yeah, I mean, if you go buy one, T-Story, you can get one. So it's one of those things. I know they're working on changing the law to where you can get one at 18, a handgun. But at that point, it's as long as you're trained and responsible, yes. Hey, I appreciate it, Jordy. So it's all about the person, you know, because everything is all about the person. If the person doesn't, like people say, you know, everybody should own a gun. If a person doesn't feel comfortable owning a gun, then they should not own a gun. One of my buddies is deployed, and his fiance did not feel comfortable with the gun in the house, so it's at mine. So it's one of those things. That's not good, Matt. That is not good. Man, now what people are doing with drones now is crazy. But we can talk about, we could have a whole full-fledged drone conversation about how they turned them into bombs and got them into shooting guns, and they're crazy. That stuff is crazy. I mean, that's pretty nice. That's pretty special. Scar 17 is pretty special. I do like. Am I stinky? I mean, when I put in work on your mom, yeah, I get stinky. I was teaching my kids gun safety at like 6 and younger.
Mm-hmm.
So they've learned from a young age, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
If y'all didn't know, the guy Garrison Morgan, he's the softest of all vagina meats. That's one of the guys.
I could tell.
So it's all about teaching them young, making sure they're safe. And the reason why he's saying I always smell like ass is because he always smells me after I leave his mom's. I do like 1911s. I appreciate it, Matt. But you gotta, if you're gonna have firearms, you gotta teach kids to be safe about them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a Desert Eagle. That is actually a Staccato P, and I can't touch any guns on live. No, thank you. Jonathan Canes. Jonathan Canes. Let me see. Let me look up your channel real quick. Jonathan Canes.
Doesn't have anything.
Jonathan Canes. Man, what? So I have a Glockato and a Staccato, but I don't have the new Glockatos.
You remember what school?
Listen, that's a setup. I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I ain't falling for that shit, John. Alright, let me see. It was, man, I don't know. The new Glockatos, the actual Staccato Glockatos, is something I want to look at. Oh, so APM, he's trying to set me up for a joke, but I ain't doing it. Hey, good try, though, my guy. Good try. So, like, I want to see what that, the Staccato HD 4.5 is. Maybe tomorrow, man. Get off my... Leave me alone. Maybe I'll do it at drill. Do it like a safety brief. I got a 19. I want a real Desert Eagle. I'll get a real 1911 eventually.
You can have another one.
I want an AK-47.
I put a little sea salt on them.
I know, I saw.
8 p.m. Trust me. Look up. I can't say it. Look up. I'm not saying the joke because I'm not falling for it. Oh, so I'm sorry. I thought it was a different thing. Yeah. So YouTube does not allow the handling of firearms on a live stream. They do not allow it at all. Now we already ate dinner. I'm not that dude either. I'm not the dude from Richmond, north of Richmond. I can't sing worth a shit, but that's funny. Hey. Oh, so it was what the Jonathan Canes guy was saying. He was setting me up for a joke. But no, yeah. YouTube doesn't allow the touching of firearms on live streams. So. Or I would. I'd gladly show them off on the live stream if I could. I am in Oklahoma. At my house. Chilling. Man, I wish I had a basement. It'd be so cool.
Me too. Huh?
Nah, so this is only up during the streams. It gets put in my safe when I'm done. That is pretty funny. Listen, one day I will have... If you knew the gun that was in the middle, then you'd be able to say what it is. You don't have one. I know. So the voice in the background of that video is actually sitting right next to me. She was eating cookies.
What?
Oh, they can't steal it. That goes in the gun safe when I'm done with videos. We can do both in Oklahoma. We can both conceal and open carry here. Man, if you want to look up Nathan, if you want to know what all guns I have, you can look that up on a video. I walk through all my guns. Well, Office, maybe you should watch a less exciting stream so you can watch a little bit longer.
Jesus, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I mean, which new one? They make a bunch of them. My favorite gun is my Scar 17. So we have both open and concealed carry, which is closed carry.
Thank you.
That
shit wouldn't stop for a second.
Yeah, I've served. See, my favorite handgun is definitely my staccatos. And they're in a fight. It's a varying thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I like this gun more. Sometimes I like the other one more. It all varies. What would you say is your first quality one? What brand you get, my guy? Because there's a lot of people that make quality ones. Well, not a problem, Matt. I didn't do much, but thank you anyway.
Damn. Phone does suck.
Oh, Daniel the Fence. Nice. They make some quality
The
stuff.
whole FAFO hitting people in the ass.
I don't know. He's saying he's happy about voting for him.
Well.
Listen, I've never actually voted.
I didn't this round.
Because Oklahoma is only voting one way, and that's going to be red every single time.
Every single time.
I appreciate that, Jesus. See, I'm a big fan of my bolt action too. It's just I don't have a...
Where's that accent from? He doesn't have an accent.
No, I do have an accent. When people hear me talking, I do have an accent. I'm Oklahoma.
Oh, I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah, it's because we sound the same. You're also from Oklahoma.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Redacted. Unfortunately, I'm too poor for nods. I don't have any yet. But you have a great eye, my guy. To be able to spot that over
I
there.
look at voting as choosing a shit sandwich or a shit sandwich with mustard, basically.
Hey, sometimes, man,
Sometimes it tastes a little better.
I do like cigs, but I don't own one yet.
That's a good one. It's like going
Fire off a shot outside. That's how you go to jail and not lose all of this.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerome, I know how accents work. She just don't. No despot. Despot equal no.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I'd be upset, I know.
That's a good movie.
Man, my ears would hurt so bad.
I just get them with powder confetti bombs.
That's also true. I cannot touch firearms on live. Let's see the girl. Hey, y'all quit skeezing on my woman. Y'all quit skeezing on my woman.
I look terrible. Y'all can't see me. No, did you?
Well, the Navy SEALs use night armament stuff, and I can't ever. You don't have. Most people can't get one.
If you can get your dream gun for free, what would it be? This Quentin guy's got some good questions.
I think my FN Ballista in 338.
Hey, no, that's his girl. Hey, that's so funny. I have a hey on my arm.
Yeah, my wife has a sleeve of Disney.
Half sleeve.
I would say it's the Benelli M4 would be the go-to shotgun. Shout out to the Taliban. Fuck the Taliban.
What the fuck?
No, I don't have a private gun range or nothing like that. I'ma blast him. Straight. I mean, it's not gonna be what am I gonna do? It's which one am I gonna pick?
The closest one to you.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, ba-bam. Hey, Mossberg makes good stuff. Mossberg is like the standard for shotguns. See, I wish I had. So I only got the one helmet, but I got a pair of Contact 7s sent out to me for just to play around with, and to use and give a review.
What guns are those?
I've killed 0 people that I can claim, but I've probably got a lot of assists. But I can't say I have that official is mine. So it's a LWRC A5 at the very top, Scar 17, and staccatos.
His pronouns are he, him. He's a dude. He's got a penis.
My pronouns are the best ever.
That's rude to ask Jesus.
I mean, I'd have to tell Jesus eventually, right? Isn't that how that works? See, earlier I got complimented on my beautiful eyes.
He's humble, bro. Seeing some shit.
My pronouns are USA. I mean, if you're in Alaska, can you really say you USA? You're kind of more Canadian, huh? No, I'm kidding. I want to go to Alaska just to eat the food and see the scenery. I heard it's beautiful. Thank you,
Pronouns,
Josh.
American hero. That's a good one. I like
Oh,
that.
bam. APM, man. Big shout out to APM.
That's a good one.
Dude's risen me up. See that, Alaska? I'm glad you get the joke. But yeah. And then, y'all get to eat probably some of the best seafood American have access to. The civil police, malicious. I mean, it's people. It's so like bad cops are the same as any job. It's any job can have them, and they got to do stuff to get rid of
Can
them.
you name an NBA player for an edit?
Hold on, an NBA Blake Griffin, because we're both gingers. In a way, I'm only half, and he's kind of half too, I guess. Appreciate it, John. I mean, I try to have a good sense of humor. If you can't joke around, like, you can't take life too seriously.
What's that saying? One bad apple.
Listen, I get what you're saying, let me die. But I do like AKs. I don't have any yet.
Every job has bad apples when there's a
But they
bad
got to
apple.
get rid of them. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
That is the issue.
Throw that bitch out.
If you don't get rid of that apple, you're right. One bad apple will spoil the basket. And it's them not getting rid of it. But it's every job that has to do that. See, I've heard, but it's the different coastal regions.
Yeah.
Got the different styles. Like, I want to go to that whole New England area because my son wants to,
East Coast.
so we can see all the places in Fallout. But that's the only reason he wants to go, because of Fallout, and he wants to see all the things, the Boston Harbor, and every place he's seen on Fallout, he wants to visit. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea to go see it, and it'd be cool. I do not have an MP5. Man, see, y'all are asking me about this thing is expensive. It's hard to buy a whole bunch of expensive things on my budget.
I'm expensive.
The wife is also expensive. I don't make money on YouTube.
It's me. I'm the problem. I'm expensive.
See, I love seafood. That sounds like a great thing to do, redacted, but, I mean, we're in Oklahoma. We do not get the freshest seafood because there is none. It sucks, but,
It's all frozen.
I know, piranha. No, well, the weather has its own effect on different places type deal, my guy.
Like a
I just want to be a tourist, though. I don't really want to drive around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything on this wall isn't cheap. And that's why it takes me years to get more of nice things, because it's just expensive. Like, my plan is 2 guns this year, unless I can get free ones, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I mean, it can if you think it can. Look at all these free packages you've been getting.
I know. I've gotten free stuff, just not guns yet. I mean, the AKM's cool. I'd like one.
I never shot a SCAR. Is it worth the price tag?
And the answer is, you will never not be upset shooting a SCAR, but you will be upset when you actually do more to it. If you can get one, because I got mine for $2,600. Big shout out to the wife for being able to pick it up to me.
Whoop, whoop.
While I was in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get one for $2,600. And if you can pick one up for a deal like that, I say yes, get one. But if you can't, the answer is no. I did not know they were making one like that bucket. That'd be pretty sweet. My favorite pistol is a toss-up between my Glock or Staccato. Not a problem, Isaac. So my issue with aim point is they cost too much for what they are. Like an aim point T2 is like $800, where you can get a full EOTech setup for $200 more. So with a magnifier and everything like that, and actually have a nice optic. So
That's nice. You can watch the sunrise and sunset over the.
I mean, I got an AR-15. It's not like an M16. Oh, I mean, it's basically an M16. Let's be honest, other than full auto. What up, Bryant? I mean, it's all the same. So, yes, up in Alaska, I am the original sound for I was going to start blasting at the ops. I'm always looking to add to my collection. Man, I don't know. John Wick has a lot nicer guns in my opinion. But I appreciate it.
Badass.
Like, I can't afford them Terran tactical guns. Them's is ridiculous. I have about 15 as it sits. So the next one is going to be an 11.8 ARP and the next pistol I want to get, I'm looking at Bull Armory, the TAC Comp is the next one. I have heard of that. I'm not a big SIG guy, man. All their stuff is proprietary, so you have to always go with SIG stuff. I do have a Glock 19. I got Glock 19, 17, 243s. But, I mean, overall, I would say you got to build to your budget. APM's looking like he's going to be my next mod. See, and that's all it is. It's you got to get what you like and then stick to it and train with it. CZ makes some good stuff. You can't really argue with CZ, other than like there might be some like little features that you're just not used to, but CZ makes good things. Their handguns are taking over a whole bunch of competition markets. SIG makes good stuff. It's just they burn through products so fast. See, I customize everything I do too. I do not do anything with crossbows or bows as it sits at all. So I have not. See, I love my 19. I want to get an AK eventually. I want to get a PCC eventually. Redacted, I don't think so at all, because my next one is going to be an 11.8 or a 12.5 or somewhere in that area. But, I mean, if you want to, I'm looking at the ZPAP M70. What are you talking about, AC? False advertising. I mean, it's an AR-15. It's not really an M4. M4s would be basically a full auto version, which is not civilian marketable. And then you'd have to, as it sits, the current M4 uses a Colt lower and a FN upper. So it's hard to say what is it. Colt makes them, FN makes them. Basically, any M16, M4 is going to be the full auto version of the civilian market. So it's one of those things. All right, let me go. The Jericho IWI. See, I'm not a big fan of the IWI. I've heard good and bad things. Norinco. See, but I want a modern tactical SAK when I get one. And that's why I was looking at the ZPAT M70. Because it has rails and everything else. I've heard good things about the Crinks. too much that goes in to getting a machine gun. I appreciate it, world. I know, man. I'm getting itchy. You said that the first time, AC, but you didn't say anything else. Yeah, I mean, as long as you got one taken care of, you should be all right. And, you know, the Mac 90, let me look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice. That's not bad. A little tactical-esque. I mean, rifle band would be is pretty high. I appreciate that, Rastafari. So it actually grew a lot of fame because that's the Scar 17 from, you know, one of the best Call of Duty guns at one point in time. The Scar 17 is my most expensive by hands, by far. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, my good looks usually don't get me subs. It's usually my wife. But, you know, that's a different thing.
What?
Later redacted, you have a good one. The first gun I owned was the first gun I bought was a Smith & Wesson XDM40. I know, man, that AK-50 is ridiculous, and it took him years and a bunch of money to build, but man, I'm glad he was able to work it out and actually get it done. That's like a goal for him. What up, Bryant? So I mean, I've kind of built like a potato gun, but definitely haven't built no AR-15. I mean, if you're using it for if you're using it for fun and not for safety, Chevy, then it's a good gun. You know, that's all that matters, as long as it makes you happy to shoot. On the Scar, I don't know if you can see it but it's actually right here at the front on a 45. Listen, I just have a red beard. The hair is blonde.
Yeah.
Lack of pigment. It just looks. It is what it is. You don't even know what an albino is. That is not the folder. It's the KRG I got, but it don't fold, unfortunately. That option costs a stupid amount of money, so I didn't get that. But I do like that stock on the 17. Yeah, tomorrow we will probably have we'll have two different pistols up there, and we'll have, should we do an ARP up there and a bolt action? Have two different things. You got the long distance and your backup on you. We'll figure it out. We'll have something cool up there tomorrow. I don't have an RPG, man. If you want to buy me one, I'll get one. I've seen a whole bunch of his stuff. I like Grand Thumb stuff. But, man, it is crazy. I don't know if y'all watch Grand Thumb about what happened to him, how he got caught up in this huge cheating scandal. Again, I guess, since it happened with his first wife, too. But, you know, that sucks because, you know, it's about to put his life and content in a whole different world. Jay, I mean, I would say you can't go wrong with a Glock 19 as a first pistol. Any SIG like the XL macro, get the compensated SIG if you're going to do it. You're going to spend a little bit more money, but you won't have an issue. A 19 MOS. There we could go through what's your budget for the first one? That's a real question. I can pick you out more option. A Canic is a good option. They come with a lot in the box, so you can't really go wrong with that. Like a Canic is going to come with a bunch more stuff than anybody else. So it's really I would say go to the gun range. Put a whole bunch of different calibers and sizes in your hand. And that way you can, a 1911, that's a big first gun. But yeah, just you got to go get a feel of what feels good in your hand. And then you can compare. I mean, some ranges have them where you can rent them and go shoot them and try them out first. I recommend doing that. Because if you do that, you'll actually get a good fit and feel for every portion of it. And now, okay, I shoot this a lot better than this. I shoot this better than this. Ken's, what I shoot in for competition, I mean, yeah, they have USPSA does a whole bunch of 1911. I shoot a 2011 in competition. Yeah, Glock has a huge aftermarket. SIG has a huge aftermarket. I would probably say SIG and Glock have the biggest aftermarket. Canic is having a growing aftermarket because I think a whole bunch of their stuff is very similar to Glock. So they're not a bad route to go. What up, Tactical? I agree what Do Fast just said. Listen, if you're getting a Taurus, you get a revolver. Hands down. If you're getting a Taurus, you're getting a revolver. What? They redesigned Creedmoor in a 22? I didn't know they did that. Why? Is it like a... I mean, I didn't know they were doing that. What's James talking about? All I see is she's rolling around in a grave and an A. Unfortunately, no, Christy. I do not give away. Yeah, if you don't... Ed Sheeran. I've heard that one before. I think I look a lot better than Ed Sheeran.
No, I feel like you look like more like Macklemore.
I've heard Macklemore.
More than Ed Sheeran. I'm ordering some wipes to clean the cat.
Listen, the bad guy from Black Lightning is like one of the funniest ones I've ever heard. Because he's an albino.
Who?
He's the Black Lightning. It's a show.
Oh, yeah.
The bad guy. Melly the Goat. I bet you're just an NPC. You're still in the tutorial. You're like the guy who dies because he's the gate guard. The guy who never really gets to do his job because all he's done is pulled security. I mean, it's one of those things. Slim Shady with it. Slim Shady does have a beard now.
Yeah, and it's brown.
Yeah.
Because his hair is brown.
A Russian bot. Let me help you out, APM. Let me go drop you a sub because that's, you know, go-to channel. You do mechanic stuff. People love that stuff. So let me help you out. Right? If you do, don't do big videos like like full videos day to day. Like space them out. Like if you're going to post a full video, space it out.
So I can get seen.
And then in my opinion, keep, if you got, I can't get a hold of Knight's Ornament. Keep your shorts down to 15 seconds if you can. Because I find 15-second and under shorts do a lot better. Like I said, it's one of those things. You got to figure out what fits for your channel. But for me, 15 seconds, just like the bedroom, is the best. Hey, listen. People assume it means assault rifle. Yeah, and you can. That is the Team Wendy helmet. What's wrong with my curtains, man? They're just folded up so I can see out. I have 0 confirmed. 0 confirmed. Let me see. I do not have a Zellman. I mean, they kind of do match. It's just, it's hard to use curtains and see out the window. And then we got a cat that likes to scratch them. And that should be pissing me off.
Mm-hmm.
Should be pissing me off scratching the curtains. I probably have a lot more than that tactical, but it's one of those things. I'm not putting my wife on. Y'all be trying to skis on her.
Put a girl on.
My go-to is probably my Scar 17. I'd probably swap the suppressor to it, and then the staccato. Now, when I build my ARP, it's going to be that. Nah, dinner was earlier, and then she brought me ice cream sandwich afterwards.
And cookies.
And a cookie. I mean, truthfully, if shit randomly hits the fan, the best gun to go to is the one I have with me. We are Oklahoma. And let's be honest, no one wants shit to really hit the fan. You got a whole bunch of doomsday preppers and people like that who talk about it, but no one wants that. No one wants that.
You know who wants their life to just be uprooted and disrupted?
What's up, son?
She's sleeping.
Ooh, Nick. Good eyes. Yes, it is the HD. It is. Man, we've had people in here just spotting stuff out and knowing exactly what they see. Y'all got some good eyes, man.
Yeah, that's why you gotta leave your address.
Yeah, I know. Got a box over there with my address that zoom in, send me cool stuff, hopefully.
Maybe.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Someone's gonna send you like 50 pizzas.
It is great. I have 100% faith in it. Can you probably find just as good option for a little bit cheaper? Most likely. But man, you won't go wrong with it. You won't regret it. It varies. I get pretty good discounts and buy from fairly cheap. So it's hard to say. I'll definitely look at that. See, but man, I mean, I know y'all are allowed some guns, but you gotta do permits and the ridiculous amount of things you have to do. But I'm gonna talk bad about Australia. I'm sorry to do it, but y'all lost a war to emus. That is a 2011. That's actually they're both 2011s. It's a staccato P and a C2. So y'all lost a war to emus. Y'all don't deserve guns.
Mom,
You know what I mean? Like, how could you lost a war to a bird?
can I have an ice cream?
Listen, even if that was a whole bunch of air stuff, that would be pretty cool. I've heard the Apollo is pretty good. I've heard the Apollo is pretty good. I bet John J. Wade's a FUD who likes to watch his women with other men.
Oh, damn, I turned Amazon into Temu.
Let me look it up. I could be. Let me see. Let me Google it. I got my Googler up here. Yes, Australia lost a military operation to emus in 1932, an event known as the Great Emu War.
Wow.
Ah, see, John J. Wade get the joke. Reminds me of that scene from The Other Guys where he's like, "You get back here! You make love to my wife!" Love that movie.
Such a good movie.
Maybe, but I'm just saying that's probably why they took away the guns in Australia, because they were like, man, we shouldn't have guns. We can't take these birds out. If that was true, I'd be driving down to Texas to fill up my guns. Or my cars to get guns. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, because they had that mass shooting one. My eyes aren't red. That's because I keep looking over. It's the side eye. The AR is a LWRC A5. I appreciate it. I've been getting told that a lot, that my eyes are really pretty.
They are so pretty.
And I'll hit y'all with that Riz. Hey girl, don't be catching me trying to Riz up the stream.
You better stop it. I'm looking at new bedding for.
See, they're saying they'd sub if I had an OnlyFans.
I mean, I told you to get one.
Hey, it'll be a. I am. I've heard powder before. My favorite one is still Tiberius from Black Lightning. ACOGs are expensive and they have no eye relief. That's the only issue with ACOGs. Is they have no they're if they would update and turn you into a new one. I do need to do a feet finder. I'm reading bot, man. I'm trying to manage. Hey, listen, don't be jealous. Listen, don't get me wrong. ACOGs are great. They are tried and true. They are really good. They just need to they need to update them. They need to make like a, in the ACOG 2.0. That's the same stuff, just with better stuff. Army.
I wish you liked green.
Done 2 tours. Been to Iraq, Afghanistan. Yeah, Tobias Wales. I I got told that once, and I was like, man, that shit's funny. Hello from man. I met a whole bunch of Norwegians in while I was deployed to Iraq, and they were some special fucking forces group, and there was a giant there. He was like 6'8", just a lumberjack looking dude. One day I'll have an EOTech set up on my ARP. Hey, that'd be pretty sweet. Glad to be of service. That's nice of you, John. It's nice of you. The Norwegians are great people. They really like coffee and cakes. She should have chose the Air Force. Air Force is better. I tell everybody that. I should have chose it. L cans are cool too. Bucket, man, I'm a big fan of the M1.
Katie.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong. All of them guys and all the people were really cool. They were all super polite. That is what he typed several times. He's doubled down on it. But it definitely seems like he's served. So I get his jokes. He seems like either he was did you serve, John? I've heard great things about the Mars rifles. I was looking at them to because they got the ambi lowers, but all their stuff was pinned and welded, and I want to swap stuff out. I'd keep the Scar 17 as my number one overall that I could shoot forever. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, y'all Norwegians are pretty cool people. Scar 17, though, hands down. See, that's not a bad setup, Logan. I mean, because the best part about the Glock 19 is you can, the amount of accessories and be able to fix it is going to be everywhere. You can always improve it, always fix it. The parts are readily available. You can't go wrong. Scar heavy. 308 all day. Scar H. The Belgian one, specifically, is what I got. Unfortunately, that is the old version with the reciprocating charging handle. So on that note, it does have, that is a huge drawback. Do I have Riz? Do you need a new stepdad? Huh? Hey girl, quit showing me your panties.
My back itches and I can't get it. I need a back scratcher.
What's my most non-poor handgun? The Staccato P. Yeah, 308 Scar. Oh, the wife's in here just hanging out. You know, she's flirting.
Looking at bedding.
Looking at things to lay in bed, you know.
No, I need new bedding.
The Glock 19 is better than the XD, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Well, when I bought my Scar, they didn't have the Scar 20. And I don't think they're worth $4,300. So. Are you upset because I riz up your mom? Me and my wife would tag team her?
Wow.
Hell yeah. You mean wow.
No.
Yeah, we would. Cosign. Come on now.
No.
I do have a shower gun. And I approve of having one. Listen, just because your mom's 70 doesn't mean she don't need some good loving. The aftermarket for Glocks is better, and that's why. Ooh. So, I'm actually working on a video of that. Your dad can watch. If he's 70, it might not work. Let me take care of your mom for you, my guy.
Yeah, fill up the Amazon cart for you.
So, your mom's not. Well, don't get in here trying to say I got minus aura. Because I'll go into you. I got the jokes.
Who said you got minus or hide 'em?
All right, but where was I at?
I'm a minor.
Glock or staccato. Man, you can honestly, out the box, a staccato is going to be better, but you can build a Glock to be better than a staccato for cheaper. So but if you pump money into it, then you know the staccato wins again. So it's one of those. You can and you can't. Like it's really how much are you going to spend for the pinnacle of performance. You can get top tier. So I'm not a fan of the new M17s, M18s. Now I think the M17X and M18X is better options, but it's one of those things. Any of the mainstream slimline pistols, as in like the SIG XL macros or Glock 43, Glock 48, the PSA Dagger has a slim line. Pretty much any of the slim lines are the best everyday carry for a warmer climate. Yeah, SIG P365, but I like the comp versions of everything, so I would always say the comp. I'd like a Scar L though, but I just can't justify the price. Not for small hands. I would say it's more for they don't print and they're nice compact. But man, definitely the SIG wins. The SIG wins. Because of the compensator. That's what I tell people all the time. If you tell me, all right, I have $1,000 to spend on my first gun, the SIG P365 compensated version. If you're like $500, you get a Glock. If you can spend a little bit more money, get the SIG with the compensator. Because it will be a better gun. 100% of the time. It is a LWRC A5 up there. So, you know, it's one of those things where, but ultimately the best gun is the gun that fits in your hand, you're comfortable shooting, and you trust and train with. That's always going to be the best gun. Hands down, every day of the week. Most gun ranges have a wall you can go rent and shoot guns and picture one. Man, I need an AK. I do not like the Honey Badger stock. Q makes great firearms, but I'm not a fan of the stock. I like a cheek weld. If it wasn't for that, yeah. But I think they make the Sugar Weasel, which is the same, except it's not as fancy and customed out. But I would do the Sugar Weasel. A stock like a Plain Jane 1911, I would say Kimber. Kimber makes great 1911s. I mean, I have a 300 Blackout. It just doesn't run as smooth as my 5.56 versions of the guns for like suppressed. I got to do some work on it and figure out how to tune it. I need someone who's better with 300 Blackout builds to come help me out one day. Well, that's like my 2011s. I would recommend a 2011 over a 1911. Fusion Firearms, Platypus, is what thing? No, those. They actually have like little hooks that I have hidden that you can't see, so it looks like they're floating. 2011s though, there's a whole bunch of guns in the 2011 market that I would recommend too. I mean, CZ, these metal frame competition guns for a full size. I would not get a Chris Vector. A poverty pony. Hey, do what you got to do. What's going on, Francois? Yeah, they're 2011s. Nah. I'm not that cool of a guy. I appreciate it, GMG. Yeah. The Shadow 2 is a badass gun. I mean, if you can do special forces, nope. I've deployed with the infantry, but I'm an engineer. But hey, man, if you can, special forces is a different route, man. Airsoft, they'd be a lot cheaper. I'd have a nicer car. Army. I was in the Army. The old 45, 1911, won 2 world wars. Colt makes great 1911s too. Don't let me forget about Colt. So, speaking of 1911s, the grandfather of 1911s. Colt. Definitely can't go wrong that way. No, not at all, Julian. Not at all. I think if you could drop people, that's pretty cool. Hey, man, if you can do it, man. You won't regret it. Just be careful. Make sure you don't get hurt. Yeah, man. I have not. Oh, so yeah. Yeah, I have to keep my hands moving pretty much. It's one of those things I get fidgety. Yeah, I would not get a Chris Vector. If I could get one, the answer is yes, do fast, but I can't get one. Listen, anything Terran Tactical is great. That's what I'm also wondering, John, because I want one, but I can't risk it. If you can afford a minigun, yes. I mean, felonies? I mean, YouTube also frowns upon them now. You cannot show anything full auto on YouTube much anymore because a whole bunch of these goons, you know what I mean, got famous on the YouTubes and Instagram. If you want to see some, hey, glad to do it, Z. So I have, man, the Sand Viper. Is it the Sand Viper? I'd get the new one. Oh, I would never have a polymer upper. That's horrible. M249 home defense. Why go for the 249? Get the 240 Bravo. If you can get one for a good price. Oh, medic. Okay, I see you, John. If you could get one for a great price, I would say yes. But I mean, I got mine for $2,600 out the door. I don't think you're getting that price. 68 whiskey. That's everybody's best friend. Or if you're a heat casualty nowadays, that is your worst enemy. If you can get a Scar L for 1900, you should get it. You should get it. Favorite micro 9? I don't really like the micro 9s. If you can get a Scar L for that, yeah, because stock they go for $3,200. If you can pick one up for 1,900, yes. The yeet cannon. I want a yeet cannon just for the memes. Now, do you have the yeet cannon with the actual sights on the side? Because no offense, I mean, oh my guy, that's nice. That gun is just hilarious, and the fact they did that. I don't have a yeet cannon now. If I could find one, I would get that one. So that is a good argument. If you want to get into the real facts, technically the bullpup design is better, but it's just not as ergonomic for what everybody's used to. So I will always be AR frame. I mean, that's pretty sweet that you found one, Julian. That's pretty damn sweet. Well, think for yourself. Maybe you should not do meth. You should definitely not do meth. Because if you're doing meth, you can't afford things like this. You'd be the guy trying to break in. Hey, listen, I stay out of politics 100%. Because one, I'm not rich enough to make votes matter. I'm pretty sure we all can agree with that. Spas 12. That's another cool gun that would be have. What's my stream about? We're just talking, chilling, talking about firearms and stuff like that. Yeet cannon with a Newport skin. That would actually be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. You can probably get a cool helmet or a cool Oni mask from like Amazon. If you could get a rocket launcher, the answer is yes. Get a Mossberg shockwave. Well, throw your hands better, my guy. Don't let them do it. Fight them. I can't help you, man. Call the police. Tell your principal. So I have about... If you get the flamethrower attachment for an AR, the answer is yes. If not, the answer is no. I use Loophole Delta Pros, Trijicon SROs. I have several different Hollow Suns. I have the Vortex Venom. I have one of everything. I have a couple of the SIGs. I have not had an issue with any of my dots. So that is going to be a huge personal preference. No. You cannot handle firearms on lives. Bryce, I got about 15. Now, are you saying Glock or 1911 or 2011? Because I'm picking Glock over a 1911. Oklahoma, we can have stuff. What's going on? Edit. Nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love from India. Man, there are so many cool guns that if they would have made like a second rendition, it would have been great. What up, Jay Lee? I actually have family who lives in Council Bluff, Iowa. / Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, really? From Tulsa? That's awesome, Heath. There's a chance I've driven by you since I'm from the city. And I go up to Tulsa every so often. Small world, my man. Small world. You definitely got a sub if you're from from Oklahoma. You got to. You know, you got to show your support. That's what I'm saying, my guy. If you're from Oklahoma, man, you should be subbed. What's going on? Gone, Banu. You see, appreciate it. Big shout out to you, man. Man, Tulsa got some really good food spots too. No lie, I'll give it to y'all. Y'all got some good food spots up in Tulsa. I also got family in Florida. Man, I want to go. That varies, Edit. You can get pistols anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 in the U.S. So, or $300, $200, $100 to 10,000 U.S. dollars. Me from the Metro? The Jackson. Nah, they're not from Jackson. They're from some. They're like. I want to say I can't remember where they're from. I've never actually met them. It's one of those, old world things where my grandpa got divorced, had a family in Florida, got divorced, moved to Oklahoma, started another family, and then they found my grandma found the family in Florida, and then we learned everybody. But I want to say they're a small area. I would look it up, but it's on my phone, so I really can't. It is not against YouTube's policy to display them. It's against their policy to touch them. Oh, we got some Marines. Semper Fi, mofo. Semper Fi. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite flavor? I've never been delayed on a background check personally. I don't know. Florida's a pretty big state. It's not the widest, but it's a pretty big state still. Ooh, that's crazy. Indian cost that much. Yeah, that's really depends on your background for if you get delayed or not for a background check. I have no automatic, unfortunately. You got it. So you got to be careful if you have like a. Yeah, pretty much tactical. You can show them and shoot them on videos, but you can't operate them on lives. So if y'all didn't know why this is a reason, I do have a katana somewhere. I don't know if I can touch swords on live. All right, so ATL, we got a LWRC A5 up top with the Surefire RC2 can. Then we have the Scar 17 heavy. And then we have a Staccato P and the Staccato C2. Hey, I've heard red is the best flavor from all my Marine buddies. They always say red. So the reason a whole bunch of people are not why you're not allowed to handle firearms on stream is because there was a lot of people, seeing what flavor their barrel was and tasting the calibers, if you get what I'm saying. And they were doing that on live streams. So the handling of firearms is not allowed on live streams. That's the big reason. There was one dude who did it on a. Sudoku. I think that auto Simpoku, I think is what it is. Yeah. There was one dude who did it on Facebook Live with a shotgun. And man, you can still find that video, and it is crazy because he like splits his face open, like, and you see, man, he looked like a beat up, raw, uncooked taco meat. Just 10 out of 10. Don't recommend watching it if you're a fan of Heart. What do you mean by schmackled it? It was an extremely Kurt Cobain moment. I am glad a whole bunch of you guys are getting my references and know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like it's a big thing on live for people to do that. It's crazy. Later, Z, man, I appreciate it. You have a good one. Yes, the SCAR is the 7.62. Listen, anybody who shoots themselves in the dome and lives, I don't know how. It's crazy. There's like, I've seen this one where a dude got shot in the middle of the forehead with like a 22, and the bullet went in like halfway down his brain. The shirt, Walmart, $10. The pants are some Victos, $50. The socks, probably about $3. The watch, about $500. You know what I mean? So my fit's right now about $650 maybe at most. Yeah. My name is Jeremiah. Listen, I'm trying to get Garmin to send me their $1,500 watch. I like the Victos pants. Like, I've been a big fan of them. The M27 is the best. So, Marines do get cool guns. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all do get some cool stuff. But y'all also get shitted on a lot more than everybody else. I would not say that publicly because technically you're committing like 4 felonies there, Zane. Just so you know. Do not brag about that. The best... Hey, yo, what up, Jay? What up, Levi? I appreciate it. The best gun I currently own, I would say the best is the A5 right here. The LWRC A5 is probably the best operating gun I own. SCAR 17, if it didn't reciprocate, it would be it. But I got the reciprocating charging handle. Yeah, don't talk about that there, Zane. Because one, you're 14 with an AR. That's illegal. You got a suppressor. That's also illegal. So I wouldn't brag about that. But I do think y'all's uniforms also do look... Y'all do get the nice, best looking uniforms. Y'all's dress uniform looks the best, and y'all's combat uniform looks the best. I'll get a 50 BMG one day. Let me find... I mean, in real life. In real life, that is the best. I know. I mean, it's a good flex. You know what I mean? John, I was trying to let him have his moment, John. He was bragging. I was letting him have it. My staccatos are chambered in 9mm. So I got them after the STI thing. We got a whole bunch of people. I'm not trying to ignore you, Zane. Oh, you're good, Zane. It's fine. But for future reference, just know that. Don't be bragging online. The larger handgun is the Staccato P. Listen, on my channel, we care. We give people shit, but we care. Okay? The TFX Glock. I mean, Staccato is making a Glock magazine. What do you mean, the TFX? I know Glock has an aim point. Hey, Ben's my buddy. Don't be saying that. Listen, you and I both know. Yes, the new M17s and 18s are better than what we had previously, but the M17s and M18s still suck. The quality control is terrible. How's it going, Linda? Your grandpa seems like a cool guy. We talking the Maximum Defense MPX? Those are sick. Expensive, but they are sick. Happy birthday, Linda. I hope you've had a great birthday. I've hoped you've had a great birthday. Oh, the Sig Sauer MPX? I'm not a big Sig fan. Just because of their quality, their QC has been a huge issue these past couple of years because they've been trying to turn and burn out volume for all these contracts. The Ace 2 I heard is great. The answer is no, Linda. I cannot. I do not make money from this. This is all for free. I do not know Toga Ferrones. Later, Tactical. You have a good one, man. You have a good one, man. Man, I mean, that's some cool stuff. The MP9 Metal Comp I heard is a sweet gun. I know, they're trying to scam me. Like, we trying to raise money and raise this channel so we can shoot Halo rings with a 50 AE Desert Eagle and get a 50 cal to blow something up. I mean, you trying to watch it for $5.99 a month on my OnlyFans, Goose? Huh? Hey, man, don't be calling me out on my bullshit. That's not cool. That's not cool. I'll throw you a discount for $4.99. We gonna play along, all right? How do you want? What do you take? Cash App, Linda? I know, like I got money. I mean, ignore that. I'm broke because of that. Linda, if you donate 4,000 to the stream, I will send you $150 back. I got you. Man, speaking of Monster Energy drink, speaking of Monster Energy, y'all notice the flavor change this past year? Or is it just me? Don't get me wrong. Me personally, I'm a NOS man. I love NOS. But I've noticed The flavor has changed on Monsters a little bit. John, you are not wrong. That has been costing me a bunch for years. The grape purple nos. Man, the green nos is good. You see what I'm saying, Amir? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? The flavor's changed. The flavor's changed. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish I had me a hookup like that, Jay. Linda, follow me, OmegaAlbino on Instagram, and then send me money. I got you. I will double whatever you send. Hell yeah. So, I don't know about y'all, but y'all know Rippets were the shit. See, I plan to go with Huxworks for my suppressor, Jay, because I need the flow through, because I shoot left-handed being a right-handed person. I appreciate it, Skylar. We're going to change it up every time I stream for a little different view and variation. That's what we've talked about. The streams are going to be surprised every time. We'll probably do a stream on Friday. Later, Levi. You have a good one. Oh yeah, Amir. If you can't notice, let me see if I can adjust this light. You don't see what's on the edge of those? Those got suppressors on them, my guy. Look, if I dip down a little bit, it lightens that up. I can't say I do, Goose. I mean, if you follow me. Ah, damn, man. Where you from? I know a couple. Are you from Illinois? You from there's like 13 states that don't allow them. Yeah, you right. It is a surefire warden on it. You right. Don't call me out on my bullshit, do fast. That's messed up. I know. Fucking call me out on my bullshit. California does suck. Like, man, there's so many states that New York, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Chicago, Washington, I think, is getting pretty bad. What up, Jordan? Did you follow me on Instagram? I can pull up my Instagram from my computer. See, yeah, whatever you send me, I will double your money in 20 minutes. But you gotta send it to me on YouTube. And Alfonso, you don't gotta be doing like that, my guy. But I appreciate it. What I must start doing is making a list of everybody who's donated to me. Let me write it down. I'm gonna make a list of everybody who's donated to my channel. That way, when we buy the Desert Eagle, man, who keeps stealing all my pins? We got what? Alfonso Rodriguez. because I'm a real one like that. We're going to do a shout out. I mean, I do have a flashlight. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's really bright though. Oh man, I appreciate it, Tactical. There we go. That's probably shining the best light over there. But y'all don't have to, okay? I'm just saying. Y'all do not have to donate. It is a cool thing that y'all do, but you do not have to do that. I mean, I'm just happy y'all are here watching the stream. You know, talking, having a good time. That's all that really matters to me. That's all that matters. That's what really matters. We're here. We're having a good time. I mean, like the people who dig for stuff. Yeah, miners are cool. Doofast, don't be saying that. I want the gold one though. Let me see. I've heard about them, but would you say Colorado? My typing's being terrible. A semi-auto band. So they said it got removed on March 4th. So, Yamcha, unfortunately, I hate to say it. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Listen, like I said, though, it's not needed. Listen, Nuchu, I don't like being called out on my bullshit like that. Like, you called me out on something that's factual, but quit calling me out on my bullshit, my guy. See, I figured that's what it was. But yeah, like I said, Yamcha beats Spider-Man in a fight. Even though Yamcha is he is the best. He's still a superhuman. He's like, he still can use ki. Oh, Hercule's getting beat, hands down. Hercule's getting clapped. Linda, you didn't follow me on Instagram, did you? I told you. No, I want the gold tiger striped one. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. I'm just kidding. Listen, let's not even joke. Hercule will get beaten by a kid with a rock. Yamcha is beating Spider-Man. Linda's up here trying to get paid. Linda, just drop your OnlyFans link. Doofast said something about money. Now, Linda, where'd all my mods go? Senate bill. Yeah, I'm looking at it. The Senate bill. It said it's pretty much. It was removed from the hearing scheduled in the House Judiciary on March 4th, and they don't have a new date set. Listen, John, if you're here a couple more times, I'll make you a mod. Ain't no big deal to me. Here, let me. Spider-Man or Yajirobe? The question is, does Yajirobe have his sword? Let me. I mean, do I not have? Man, we gonna need some mods in here, man. Where, man? Who wants to be a mod? Who wants to be a mod that won't abuse their power? No, I do not have the 6.8. I'm in good spot though, because I know what you're talking about. That is the A5. Bet. No, we about to add some mods. Who else said it? Do fast. Do fast said he's trying to. John said he wanted to. Who else trying to be helpful? Like who else we got? You want it? Tactical. Who else? Who else we making? So we had one guy, one of my other mods, Ben. We had to remove somebody earlier. You know what I mean? Like we had to get someone up out of here. Okay, so does on the Yajirobe or Spider-Man, does Yajirobe have his sword? That's the real question. Because if Yajirobe has a sword, I think it's Yajirobe. Oh yeah, I'm picking Yajirobe over Spider-Man. He's cutting Spider-Man in half. He's cutting him in half. I mean, look what he did to Vegeta's tail. That's the only thing he did. But it's the tail. Amir, you want to be a mod too? I got you, dog. I got you, my guy. No shit. That's like an hour and a half away from me in Broken Arrow. That's a small world, Alfonso. If it's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, any character from the... Nah, man, you good? Listen, the people, I like building a content. So if y'all are a mod, Tobey Maguire even before powers could beat Goku. I mean, with maybe an eraser. Now, so what I do for my mods, right, is if y'all follow me on Instagram, my moderators, right, drop the follow, and y'all are here for a minute, I will mail you a sticker. Free of charge, of course, because y'all are here supporting the channel by doing what y'all do, but I'll mail you one. I made these stickers. You know, the Omega, that's my logo. And then, you know, there's that one. And then I mail them out to you guys. Yeah, so I got red, gold, white, copper, and black. That's how these ones are made on a different set of vinyl. It's a lot nicer than the Cricket. But no, these I don't charge my subs for it. I just send them to you or my mods. I don't do that. You just send me your address and then I send them out to you. The farthest I've sent one out to is Canada. I've sent them all the way to Canada. It cost me like 3 stamps. I was pissed. I was like, man, that's some bullshit. That's an expensive ass thing to send to somebody. I was like, man, but yeah, he do what he do. I said I'd send it. He did his part. Yeah, the Instagram's just OmegaAlbino. Hey, I'll send them anywhere. Damn, Alfonso, that is a small world, my guy. What year did you? I'm guessing you're a little bit younger than me, but that means we probably have driven by the same roads. Just so you know. Ooh, ooh, I like what you're saying there, Connor. I would put Wind Waker at 2. In my opinion, Majora's Mask was the best. Hi-Fi, I don't know who you're talking about. I doubt we went to high school. I mean, they're not all country roads in Oklahoma. I mean, obviously I'm doing better than you, Hi-Fi. Maybe you should ace some deodorant. And I'm doing better than you. Who's really doing bad? 100% Majora's Mask is better. 100%. 100% Majora's Mask is better. Because you got... I mean, I don't even know your name. I don't even know who you are. Because my friends have my phone number. I don't think you've ever texted me. Yeah, Majora's Mask, though, is definitely... It's the storyline, the concept of it, the fact that you're dead the whole time, and you're just a soul in a possessed body. Hi-Fi. You got to do better than that, man. You got to do better than that. But I think I know who you're. That special kid we used to watch lick toes, aren't you? We called you Gator. Because your teeth were all jacked up? Yeah. And then that girl used to walk you around and you were a cat for some reason? Yeah, welcome back, Pixels. We had to add a whole bunch of mods. Me? Yeah, I did. I was in the army. I've done 2 tours. I know. It's one of those things where you gotta know. You gotta know, like, Alfonso probably has heard of the high school I went to. I went to Capitol Hill High School. And if you know anything about Oklahoma City, that is a horrible high school to go to. I think it's like rated. I did not go to a white school. At my school, it's bad. At my school, we look like literally my senior year, we had people getting stabbed in the hallways walking to class, like gang violence, stabbing each other. Like it was bad. When I make I make jokes about, I'm about to go spin the blocks on the ops. Like, man, it was bad. My high school was bad. We've had full-fledged riots at my school where SWAT teams had to come out because there was 100+ people fighting in the street. I don't think I've ever been to Nolan Firearms. I actually go to Muskogee once a month. I graduated in 2010. But Nolan Firearms. So they do a whole bunch of 1911 work, huh? See, now the real question is, are they going to get into working on 2011s? Thanks, Tactical J. I appreciate it. What? Let me see. Which one are you talking about on Wii Shadow or something? Yep, 2010. I am 33 on the money. See, Nolan they need to start doing work on 2011s. Later, Pixels, man. I still appreciate you stopping in. Not as much as I would like to. I like fishing, but I don't get to go. If I get the chance to go do anything, I go shoot more than fish. Man, you joined way before I did. I was in like 4th grade when the towers fell. Thank you for your service, man, because you did some real shit. John, good shit. Because if you were a part of the invasion-esque shit, man, shout outs to you, my guy. I was 91. I'm only like October of 91. I'm not much older than you. So, Alfonso, you do realize how small of a world is that we would have probably been in the same city within 5 miles of each other several times. Hey, man, we got the kids in the house. That's a good setup, aimbot, but I'm not falling for it. Dude, that is crazy. That is super crazy. Like, there's a chance we've been in Broken Arrow at the same time. If you've been like on there on a weekend, because there's been, for years, my unit was in Broken Arrow. Because I've been doing the National Guard thing for a minute. I'm still in doing that shenanigans. Being a part-time patriot. So there's a chance I was in Broken Arrow the same time as you. So FV, we do a whole bunch of gun stuff. I'm trying to get I'm getting more tactical gear sent to me that we're doing reviews on and we're gonna use and abuse. We do competitions, but we're mainly just chilling, hanging out, talking about guns. We got a whole bunch of military people joining the channel. Eventually, the goal is when the channel actually takes off and starts paying for itself, I plan to have my subs come out and shoot with me. Hell yeah. I've been doing USPSA matches. I'm going to try to do a couple 2-gun matches this year and some more of the stuff. I think you're just jealous, Jim, that we get to do stuff like this. Good night, son.
Night.
I shoot open with my staccato P. It's definitely not the best one. Bottom right, that is the staccato C2. You calling me a Yank? Are you saying you're over there in the British Army? Because I deployed with you chodes over there in Iraq in 2017. Yeah, I do minor. Hey, listen, I got a whole bunch of British buddies we took over here, and we took them to we took 2 of my buddies, Jim Warner and old Michael Swifty, and we took them to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. I mean, the amount of recommendations is ridiculous. We took one of my British buddies to the Tiger Ranch, you know, and it was a whole big ordeal because we were like, man, if the Tiger King was in jail, he'd definitely give you a little bit of meth and try to bum you. Have you ever? Later, Tactical. I appreciate it. Yeah, usually we'll stream after 4. Listen, I plan to be in the UK next year because our British cunts showed up over here, so we got to show up over there. So I'm not ranked because unfortunately, Oklahoma doesn't really have enough matches I can go compete and really get. Like we have one really match a month, and I don't have time to ever make it to it. So it's hard for me to. I've never signed up to be ranked. What are you in? You a master? I don't have time because they're like a 4-hour drive to the closest one. I'm 33. No, I'm 33. Well, I know it doesn't take much, but I want to shoot. Like this year, if I've only been to go to 1 so far. But I want to switch to my Glock to shoot for the competitions. But there's not. It's like 4-hour drives to, like, the one that I can go to that's local is an hour away. Then I can drive to one that's an hour and a half to 2. And then any like regional or sectionals, it's almost a 4 to 6 hour drive. And at that point, it's not worth it to me. Man, listen, I don't remember. Listen, if you're talking about if comps are worth it, yes, compensators are worth it. 100%. Get a compensator. I love mine. I got a new message. Oh, that's my bro. I mean, what base were you at, Alfonso? I mean, we got mods. They can put you in timeout. But like, what base were you at, Alfonso? Because that's really the question. See that, man? That's why you got a mod, Amir. That's why you got a mod. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Amir doing work. Amir doing work. So I'm gonna try to. We got another place that does 2-gun matches that I'm gonna try to go to. What else am I trying to go? I want to try to hit a PRS match. But I only really get 3 weekends a month, and then family and kids eat up other time. So it gets really hard to go shoot as much as I'd like to. Yeah, you know how it is. So I have not been able to find an ISPSA match. We have a lot more of the USPSA matches. Oklahoma isn't as crazy big on shooting. So I joined the military planning to go to college, and then I've never went because life happens. Got married, had a baby, came back, started working. So my son is my cameraman on my USPSA matches. I do take mine. You better be a subscriber. I do look on practice score. Yeah, that's how I sign up for my matches on practice score, my local matches, when I'm able to go. Yeah, people ask me all the time if I could join, what branch to join. The Air Force. The Air Force has the best opportunities for outside the military. What do you mean, Jordan? See, mine's only 13, so he don't really like shooting. He likes to go to record, and because we go out to eat afterwards. So he's going because he knows we're gonna go eat somewhere good afterwards. Well, yeah, a gun is a pew. Were you asking what are those pews? You know? Well, I mean, if you want to be a pilot, you got to go the officer route. And then depending on what you want to fly, changes up. Like if you want to fly helicopters, I would say Army's the best route. If you want to fly planes, jets, stuff like that, definitely the... I have not White House because all of mine have been you must sign. But if you want to find planes or jets, yeah, that is the downside. You don't get to pick what you fly. for a Wisconsin gun rights lawyer, being I'm not from Wisconsin, I couldn't tell you. I think Google will definitely help you. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, where'd he go? I've been in Oshkosh's. Oh yeah, I'm a vet, man. Not a problem, man. No, I wasn't in there. I wasn't there. I know. Where'd Alfonso go? I want to know what base did he operate out of? Ah, see, look at that. FV Ordnance got your back. Man, this has been a great stream. This has been a good stream. I was in the Bagram area in Afghanistan. I mean, what'd you say? Wisconsin? Well, I mean, I can look pretty good. Oh, not a problem. I got you one. Tom Grieve. There you go. And then you have the Nelson Defense Group in Hudson, Washington. Man, that's crazy though. That whole bunch of y'all. Man, that's crazy. So, Wade, when'd you say you were over there playing in Afghan? Were we there the same time? In a small world scenario? I mean, you're not wrong on that. His defense lawyer was pretty damn good. Yeah, I went to Iraq in 2017. I was not there for the invasion and all that crazy stuff. That was a whole different time frame for them dudes, and I give them all guys a shout out. I have 2 uncles that were there for the invasion. 3 uncles. So that's a whole different nightmare in my opinion. A whole different setup. But we probably got we probably got 5 more minutes on the stream, my guys. Because this has been a 3-hour stream. It's been a great stream though. We've had great conversations, great people, a lot more subscribers, people having good conversation, a little bit of banter back and forth. Hey, glad to do it, Ray. Listen, most veterans, as long as they don't make it what their life story is about, they're really good people. But it's the guys who try to make it their personality trait piss us off. Like John, I realized John served the moment some of the jokes he was making and how he went with them. I was like, veteran. Kirk's in the Army too. See that? Dude, bro, like them people are bad. Unless you're an old Vietnam vet, you're fine. Don't let me. I'm talking about these new age, my age veterans who that's their whole life trait and their personality. Them people, terrible. And they know why. I don't blame you, John. If you joined after that first trip, the invasion time frame, y'all dudes had to do some fucked up shit. Y'all seen some fucked up shit, and y'all lived in a fucked up environment. 100%. 100%. Hey, the pay is good. But it might not be all it's. It depends on what you do, my guy. I mean, I would say definitely you should do it. Listen, we'll do a quick story time. One of my real good friends, still to this day, while we were in Afghanistan, so this is 2011, put his service pistol in his mouth and pulled the trigger. Luckily, back then, we still had them shitty Berettas, so it didn't go off. We proceeded to beat his ass, because that's just what you do. And now he's doing great. I mean, that is a rough time. Dude, yeah, we beat his ass. We didn't punch him in the face because you don't do that, but we beat his body and legs up. Like, we made it where he couldn't walk the next day. And we took all of his stuff. We took his firing pins. My favorite pistol in my collection is a tear between my Staccato and my custom Glock 19. Gibbon, I would say if you don't have a life at home to hold you back, you should go and get that money. Ooh. Which one, huh? I appreciate it, Lee. I mean, I would... I mean, I think at that point, if you could pick, it would be the one that has been flown by the least amount of people. I mean, they're both, you know, S-tier stuff, but it's which one has been flown by less people would be the higher bragging right. That's just me. You know, it's a coin flip. At that point, it is a really good coin flip. Oh, I need to verify some stuff on the computer. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's where your higher bragging spot's gonna be, is, you know, only X amount of people flew this plane, only X amount of people flew that one. What are you even talking about, weirdo? No channel is friendly. Listen, I can say ginger and ginger, but yeah, I can't rearrange the letters around to say the other one. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if I could probably get the pass once I know a couple dudes, but beyond that, it's not happening. You know, it's just is what it is. But we're calling it a night, everybody. I appreciate y'all being in the stream. It's been a great stream. This has probably been my best stream so far. I wish y'all a good night. I wish y'all hit y'all's dreams and y'all's goals. Y'all have a good one. We'll be on the stream. Like I said, we're growing, man. So soon we'll be doing big things and hopefully be able to do get people on the channel. So y'all have a good night. Sleep good. Get money. Get bitches. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have a good night. Stay safe. And yeah, man, we'll be back. Later, everybody.